Welcome to Shelby Stitcher. This is Joan Parker. This is a quilt that I made many years ago for our family to use. It is all made from men's shirts, and please notice the quilting pattern where you can see it more clearly in the border. These are all men's shirts that are plaids or stripes, and I just went ahead and gathered up all my green and red ones. But I wanted to show you something. I started making this quilt in the traditional way where I cut a whole block out of a shirt, and there are several more. The one up above right here is also one piece, as is this one. But as I was making this quilt, I ended up having large chunks of greens left over, and I just put them in a pile until I realized I could actually piece fabric from which to cut another tree. That gave it a lot more interest in my eyes, but that did take longer, and I didn't want to do all the trees that way. So I just proceeded making as many large one-piece blocks as I could, and then piecing the rest of it into scraps to make a pieced block. So I think that was the best of both worlds. I also did the same thing for the red blocks. You can see that many of these center blocks are pieced because I had a lot of small red scraps left over from another project that I had done. But then a lot of them needed to be, could be cut from one shirt, like this one. This was an interesting project for me because I had actually, I'm pointing out here that this small block is also pieced. This quilt was such a joy to make, and I didn't even bother matching all the backgrounds on one square. And I thought you might like to see this as an idea for something you can make for next year, and you don't have to use shirts. But wouldn't it be great if you did? Even the border is made from all strips of red fabrics I just pieced together till it was long enough. Oddly enough, on the top corner, in the bottom corner, it wraps around the corner, which was just serendipity. But I'm going to show you a screenshot of this quilting pattern. It's one I made up way before I knew what I was doing with quilting, and it might be something you might like to try. Remember to use it up, wear it out, make it do, or do without. I wanted to take a moment to show you the back of the quilt. It is a nice red plaid flannel, and then the binding is all made out of one shirt.